1051 FM.
Song we keep talking about, song I love so much. Yes, it's called Bling. It's by BlaqBones. I'm Ray and Buju. And speaking of, I don't want to say speaking of the devil, but I don't know if you would like to be referred as a devil, but it is what it is. BlaqBones was popping, my G, was good.
We're out here in these streets, bro, getting money, you know what I mean?
Okay. I don't think I owe you, but it is what it is. But you asked me downstairs what the streets are saying, okay?
Yeah.
The streets love Bling. Just need to let you know.
Straight up.
I'm sure you know that already, but it is what it is, you know.
I do, bro, and I love it.
Big shout out to you coming through City FM. City FM is like, I think you've been here like how many times already?
Guy,
like,
I think this is the station I've come to the most in my life.
Most likely.
Yeah, I've been here like 5 trillion billion times.
Oh, big shout out. Good to have you here. So,
thanks, bro.
The album.
Yeah, best album 2021.
Stars don't lie, innit?
No cap.
There we go.
Straight up, number 1.
There we go. On iTunes, in case you don't know, go check it. I'm sure you know, but in case you don't know, go check it out right
Boy
now.
is still number 1 song, which I do not like. I act like I'm fine. I'm smiling.
Oh my days.
Making funny videos, but deep down I'm hurting, bro. I could have had the number 1 song in the country. That would have been so beautiful to say.
So is it? Can we say it's timing? Maybe.
Yeah, it's timing, but damn, am I going to tell my kids if I never get closer than what
Number
I am
one,
now? Tell my kids that Burna Boy dropped on the same day. My kids will not listen to that.
No excuse, yeah. No excuse. But it is possible. It is possible. I mean, it's not like we're trying to like slide Burna or anything, but it is possible to knock him off.
It's possible.
Top spot.
God,
It's very possible.
God, miracles happen.
Yeah.
Miracles do happen, so you know.
In case you don't know, you can make that possible. Go stream hard, like harder than you've ever done.
But as the funny thing is, as we are saying it on all these platforms, there are Burna Boy fans too that are watching and now streaming kilometer hard too.
Just so that you won't.
If you are a Burna Boy fan listening and leave this place, please. Let me talk to my fans alone. If you are on IG Live and you are a Burna fan, also leave this place. Let me talk. I want to speak to my fans only.
Oh my days. Okay.
God bless you.
It is what it is. Okay, so let's get to business. When it comes to the album, what has impressed you the most so far?
So I there's this song named Okwaji.
Yeah.
You know, Okwaji that I personally was my favorite before the album came out, you know, and the fact that people I've connected with the song the way they have right now is busting my head, because like I loved it. It means that my fans, like, they are on my wavelength. They know what
They know what you like.
do you understand? They know what I like, and they are like, bro, Okwaji has the most organic buzz from the album. Like, no playlist, no nothing, and it's doing madness.
Was it like that song that you knew that no, when I drop this one, these are the ones.
So
this is the song that people are going to
I
vibe
didn't
to.
know,
Yeah.
but I hoped
You hoped.
that this song, because there are other songs that we already knew were going to do well. You know, Narcissi is on Heartbreaker. Obviously, people are going to go on that, and it was track 2. You understand? There's Fendi with Joe Boy. You know, that's already sounds like a proper pop smash. You know, Bling, obviously, you know, already came out as a single. You know, so all these other songs, we already kind of knew that these songs would do numbers, right? But Okwaji was my own personal baby. It was like the song that I was just praying deep down that, God, when this album drops, let people love this song a lot.
Did you feel tempted to like let it out, like separate it from the album at first?
No. I knew this message in that song defines the album most especially. So I knew that this one has to be there. I just prayed that it would work, and the song has shown that it's a force among every other song.
Yeah.
Now everybody is looking at it like, okay, this song, it seems this song might actually be the song. So I'm excited that, you know, I called it and I was right.
Okay, so being an Igbo boy that I am, there was something. There's usually an adage that we used to say, but it's like talk and do. So everybody says, okay, before BlaqBones should drop a song, based on the kind of person you are on social media, you're very outspoken. If they asked you if that song was going to be, or this album was going to be number 1 in the first week, I know you would say, yes, I knew it was going to be number 1, but like, was that really the case? Did you think that maybe, just maybe, I might hit number 2?
So I wasn't sure that it was going to be number 1 because, you know, on the same day DJ Khaled was dropping, Laycon was dropping, and both of them have like crazy fan base. You feel me? So it was kind of scary for me, you know. I was scared for a bit, like, oh God, like, I have to be on my A game promo wise. I have to make sure that more, because I know that I need to be able to say number one for PR. It's not even just so that I can be happy about it.
Yeah.
When you tell somebody you have the number one album, he's more inclined to go and listen than if you tell him you have number 2 or number 3.
So listen, just whether he wants to hate or whatever, at least listen.
I just need to tell you that I have the number one album. The PR that comes with that is your fans, everybody is happy to say you have the number one album. So I knew that I needed that number one, and I did everything that I could. I pushed hard, I posted, I stayed up all night, I did everything, and I'm glad because I've already had number ones before, projects, but less competition on the release day.
Yeah.
But this one was just so tight,
And I think it's pretty obvious that this one, like, it hits close to home. Like, you really took this P.
I took this P because I knew that this project is supposed to mark that, that crossover. Something I've always said, when people drop projects, I want to drop this project and everybody around me will feel it that I move forward. There's a feeling that comes with when something drops and everybody starts looking at you different, like, wow, this guy is bigger now. That feeling, I needed that feeling. And I'm so happy, that I got that feeling, like Wiz posting my album, Burna posting my album, Fino, Two-Face, like literally everybody, Don Jazzy, everybody's been posting my album. So that shows that I've moved forward. Now I have like 2 songs in the top 10, 3 songs in top 20, almost the whole album in the top 50. That's crazy numbers that I'm putting on the board. So, man,
big shout out to you on that one,
happy,
because
man.
the last time you were here, you and I, we had a discussion where we talked about rappers being put on the box, especially in Nigeria, and you said something that you don't think a rapper cannot get numbers, you don't think a rapper cannot get streams, you don't think a rapper cannot get money. And you've actually gone out and hit the number one. And
I'm a very, I don't know how to put it, like, when I set a goal, I'm one track minded with that goal. Like I the way I've been focused, the way I've been working, like I was not going to sit back and let me not achieve the things that I've planned in my life, the numbers that I want to get, the things that I want to achieve. I was not going to let anybody tell me, oh, rappers cannot do this, rappers cannot do that. I'm going to make sure that I reach where I want to reach, because I always tell myself that in the future, you are not going to make any, like, if you make excuses, you'll be stupid. In 10 years, if you are not successful and you say, the reason why I did this is because my mom did not, or my label did not, or my this did not support, everybody's going to look at you as a broken record. Like, why, bro? Other people succeed in that same time? So that has always been like my drive. I give it like 1,000%.
There we go. There we go. You heard that, 1,000%. And most people on social media, they see how hard you push. It's all fun and games. You make bands, you call, you say different things, you make bands around BBC as well, and it is what it is. But at the same time, it's translating into recognition for what you want to do.
Yeah.
And yes, it comes with its backlashes as well. Don't forget that. People, I've seen someone on your post say, is this guy really, really serious with him? Does he want to do comedy, or does he actually want to make music and stuff like that? So how do you handle those kind of people?
For me, I don't handle anybody. I just focus on what matters. If I drop a new song, I'm focused on the streams, because the streams means that people are listening. So whatever stuff happens, if you feel like, oh, you're angry because I'm doing, like, adding comedy or doing whatnot, I don't care about it as far as my end goal is being, like, achieved. You understand? Like, people are streaming the project. It means whatever other stuff I'm doing is working. Do you feel me? So I'm not concerned with, other people. No time for. You see, I never reply negative tweets. I never engage. I block easily. So I never have time for all that stuff.
Okay. Alrighty, so let's go jam one of the songs from this album, and it's called Fendi. Talk to us about this one for a bit, because
Fendi.
Yeah, Joe Boy is that boyfriend FC type of person, so he's in that bracket. I think you are as well. So
me, boyfriend, what?
Boyfriend FC.
What?
I saw you.
I just played for them. I was on loan because they needed a star boy player. But
there we go.
Boyfriend
Okay.
FC.
So talk to us about the song Fendi.
Fendi was just a song that, the funny thing is, like, a lot of my big songs, Type A. I don't know if you know Type A. Haba, produce Bling.
Oh yeah.
And now
yeah.
Fendi, because there's a synergy that we have, and you know that song. When I made it, I was like, oh my god, this song sounds so huge. Like it sounds like a pop smash.
It's kind of the song you can use for TikTok.
Do you get?
Yeah.
And I was like, this guy Joe Boy would just bring it home completely. Do you understand? And I reached out to Joe Boy. Joe Boy is such an amazing guy. You feel me? So like he just came through, did his thing, and it was beautiful.
Okay, it is what it is. Let's go jam this song right now. I have a lot of questions to ask you as concerns this project. And we'll be right back. Fendi, BlaqBones, and it features Joe Boy. Enjoy.
City 1051 FM.
Okaraji right there, BlaqBones. Why that name Okaraji anyway?
That's Samuel Okaraji.
Yeah.
So you know he died on a football pitch. So that was just basically like a punchline. You know, saying a ball die. Like Okaraji.
There we go. Sex over love.
Yeah.
This guy, why do you say sex over love? Why do you say sex over love?
I just felt like I needed to like speak my own truth, you know, and tell people how I live, you know, and pass a message that I feel like I don't know if I can influence the world, but at least I'm doing my own part to like change the narrative.
Which is?
You know that monogamy is the only way to go. And you are supposed to like pick that you're supposed to be with somebody, and if you are not, you cannot be happy and you cannot live a fulfilled life. Do you understand? Like people feel like without being specifically tied to one person, your life is going to be incomplete. Do you feel me? I don't think so. I think you can be happy alone and live your best life.
Same way you can be happy with different people if you choose to.
You feel me? So yeah, I think there's so much that the society has kind of like forced on us that are not necessarily true. They are not the only way to go, you know. Okay,
so you can be in love, but at the same time you can decide not to commit yourself to just one person.
One person, yeah.
A lot of people might just say BlaqBones. I disagree with you.
Yeah, a lot of people disagree, but like I feel like love is such a beautiful thing in the sense that like you cannot have it on command. You cannot have it on. You should be able to love, you know, like you love your dog, you love your family, you love like all this that's undiluted love. Your dog is not saying, why do you love your mom?
Or why do you have another dog?
Do you understand? Or why do you have another dog? Or your sibling is like, why do you have another sibling? Or like this. Why should one person come and feel like I'm now your priority out of the blue? Like the moment you are dating somebody, the person is supposed to be your priority. The person is supposed to be the person you call the most, the person you hang out with the most, the person that if you have an option, like if it's this person or this person, you're supposed to choose this person at all times. You feel me? Like even according to like society, you're supposed to actually pick your wife over your parents at some point.
Yeah.
So to me, that feels like, it feels weird because
conditioning of some sort.
Do you understand? Like, why should somebody take priority? Why can't logic take priority? Do you understand? Why can't I be logical about everything? Why do we have to follow all these rules for relationships? That's why I'm not a fan of all that stuff, because I believe that construct is doesn't make sense.
It's pretty messed up, yeah.
Yeah, it's unrealistic right now, and people should probably like sit down and think about it a bit. Okay,
so that is from your perspective. Sorry, we're just getting away from the music a bit. So let's say you are dating a girl and she says you're not the only one and you should be cool with that because you're not the only one I can give my love to. I can date other guys as well, and Black might just be one of them. Are you cool with that?
Yep. Definitely.
Oh, okay. Alrighty, so we're about to wrap things up right now. You said that you're going to be dropping a few videos for some songs on the album. You kind of said that Nasty C, the one with Nasty C, is going to be one of them, which we're going to be playing right now. It's called Heartbreaker.
Yeah.
Talk to us about that one. When are you going to be dropping the video?
So probably, in like a month. We'll shoot the video in like a month or two. I want to make sure this album cycle is stretched out. I want to make sure that this album sits. I'm not trying to rush anything, So one of my biggest regrets was rushing my Mr. Bombastic project and not doing everything that I could do for it. So this time I want to make sure that everything gets all the attention that it needs, you understand? So now Bling is popping. I'm making sure that Bling does everything Bling is doing. Fendi is already up on the charts.
Yeah.
We are shooting a video for that ASAP,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna give like Fendi 2 months of proper push. Okwaji, Heartbreaker, they are gonna come right after, and we'll make sure that the whole album, I want people to look back on this album and be like, when you're playing it, this album had bangers, the songs that had us lit. So yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you to tell your fans how they can make your song, this song number one. I'm talking about Bling, but before that, somebody put out a tweet, and it's from a fan perspective, talking about how artists drop music, and the person was like, the shelf life for songs in Nigeria is pretty short.
Yeah, it's pretty short.
A lot of people drop music, and you don't take into consideration the fans or the people that are going to consume the music. You're dropping a song now, and you drop another song in like 2 months. You drop another song in like a month, and you expect them to give you 100% on this tune, and you complain when your songs, when people don't stream your songs the way you want them. Do you agree with that statement?
For me, if you notice the way I move, like I make sure, ever since my Mr. Bombastic thing,
you called it a mistake in your own way.
That's my biggest regret, and I feel like I've become very thorough. I don't rush singles after singles. For example, when I dropped Haba, that was the first thing after Mr. Bombastic.
Yeah.
I took my time. So after Haba dropped in March, my next single was in October. You feel me? Then after I dropped BBC, I pushed BBC till I dropped Bling in April, because I feel like I want to make sure I do everything that I can do for every song. I don't want to ever feel like, oh my, I quickly left this song. If I paid attention to this song more, it would have become this and blah blah blah. You feel me? So I take my time with every song, and I intend to take my time with this album.
Yeah.
By God's willing, the album does everything. It's one thing for you to take your time, and it's another thing for people to be willing to consume the music, for a long time. You feel me? So by God's grace, in 6 months, people are still
Consuming,
listening. I don't want to rush and come with a new single. I want to make sure that I go take my time, prepare another album cycle, for next year, maybe start mid next year or something, and come again. But I want to make sure this album, it's 6 months, Made in Lagos still fighting for number one every time.
Some people are listening to Made in Lagos for the first time till today.
Album is still fighting for like top 10. It's still top 10, like a year and 6 months or a year and 5 months. Chike's album is still top 10. I'm trying to make sure that this album stays for a while.
Yeah. Lastly, do you ever feel pressure? Like you said, obviously not. Do you ever feel pressure to drop songs so that people will not be like, where is BlaqBones? He hasn't dropped anything in a while. Are you the kind of artist that can say, okay, you might not drop anything for 6 months or a year, and you still feel confident in yourself?
So I believe in demand and supply. You feel me? So if the last thing you've done hit home like really hard, I can sit down for a year and say, let me work on the other, like the next thing, and make sure it's perfection. You feel me? You can only take that kind of break and take that kind of thing when you know that the last thing you did really hit home. Like if Wiz doesn't drop a thing in the next 2 years, the day it comes back, everybody is going to fall at his feet again, because we know that the last thing he gave us was crazy quality, and we are hyped about the next. So it depends. I can't say what I would do, but I will do everything I can to make sure that this album gives me that space to create.
Okay. Big shout out to you, BlaqBones, for coming through. I know how tired you are. You've done a lot of media rounds today, but it is what it is. So lastly, just tell people what they need to do to get Bling to number one.
Whoever's listening, go right now, whatever streaming service you are using, stream Bling as much as you can. Bling needs to get to number one. It's currently number 2 and top 10 on most platforms. Please stream Bling. Stream.
There we go. Okay. Big shout out to you. Stream Sex Over Love as well. Every platform.
Stream Sex Over Love. Yeah, that's the name of my album. Stream Sex Over Love is number 1 already, but we can still like take it to number 1.
It can stay there longer.
One more one or one. I don't know what I'm saying.
Number half.
Let's just keep it up there.
Okay. Alrighty. Big shout out to you, BlaqBones. Gonna go jam this song right now. It's called Heartbreaker, and it features Nasty C. Enjoy.
City 1051 FM.